Hello, everyone. Happy Monday and happy announcement for the Around the World Readathon. And you're all going to laugh because I fumbled badly when I guessed. Stormy's laughing. Tiffany's laughing. Yeah, I fumbled badly, but we'll get into that in just a minute. Let's start with us. Brian, what are you reading? How are you doing? What's going on?
I finished Redemption Road by John Hart early this morning, I should say.
How late did you stay up reading?
Yeah,
about 2 a.m. ish.
Oh my goodness!
Not too bad.
Why you
Not too bad. Not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Are you
Not too
kidding?
bad.
That's 2:00 in the morning.
you.
Right?
Hey, I've been up 48 hours before, so not by
I've
choice,
been up
but
longer for worse reasons.
yes. And then I'm reading a Margaret Way book. What's it called? Storm. The Australian Society Bride, I think, for Sarah's Book Club.
That's the only one you can get on audio.
Thank you for participating.
Yeah, it's on
Brian.
audio.
So I
Yes,
found it.
and then I think it also fits into the retro romance.
It absolutely does. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that
Yep.
one does because I think it came out in 2009.
I think Wikipedia said 2008, but I could be wrong.
But still, 2006 is the
We're
cutoff.
we're almost
Yeah.
there. We're almost
Right
there.
there. Right.
I was like, even 2008's not gonna.
Right? It's still depressing.
Yeah. What about you, Storm?
So I finished my section for Hand of Evil by J.A. Jans.
Well done.
This is pretty wild and really interesting, though Allie is still really dumb at times. I have faith that she's going to get better the longer we get into the series. But because, she's an okay character. She just does dumb things. And so, character growth. There is time. And so then I have my Time of the Temptress by Violet Winspear that I'm reading.
I
Excellent.
might have that one.
And I think the original title is Iris by Lee Greenwood, but the other title that it has, because I'm listening to it on audiobook, is A Defiant Man.
Lee Greenwood.
Every time you talk about Lee Greenwood, I think
that's
no, the
really what I
real
thought.
title is I love God Bless the USA.
Yes.
Not
are
that
you
Lee
talking about the
Greenwood.
singer?
Not that Lee Greenwood.
Oh,
Different
okay.
spelling.
That's I do
Spelling,
too.
right?
Leigh.
Right. The
Oh.
other Lee Greenwood is LEE. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but the thing is it is a guy
Okay.
writing under a lady's name. So,
Mm-hmm. And Vanessa Roya.
but it's loosely based on Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. It's the Seven Brides series
Oh, okay. Okay.
and everything. So you can tell he took the concept of seven, the seven brothers and everything, but the
Okay,
names
they
are
were
different.
Sleepy, Doc, Bashful. What? No, sorry.
But they were
Oh,
different.
Seven Brothers.
But they all have different names. I feel except for Rose, because I'm pretty sure Rose was the main character in the movie. Well, I remember Dorcas and things like that in the movie, and none of these have those kind of names. So darn.
I loved seeing today the commentary back and forth between, I can't remember who it was, you and Storm, somebody, and you, and it was all about that cover of your retro book and how, she looks upset. Well, she's going through the wood or through the jungle with blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And he looks about 60.
Stormy, that dude,
yeah.
he's craggy.
Yeah, that's what I said in
Craggy.
that's what I said in one of my I think my other reading vlog. I said
I think it's Island of the Dragon.
I think he's craggy. He's worn and leathered, and he's a little.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, because I remember you were talking about seeing craggy, and you weren't familiar with that as it applied to
That's why,
people's.
that word is forever ingrained in my head, I think.
Well, the thing is, of course, I grew up reading this stuff, so that doesn't sound weird to me at all because I'm used to it. It's like, oh yeah, craggy.
What you reading, Tiffany?
I finished earlier today by Frenzy I Ruin, which I thought was the last one in the Mafia series. I finished it. I gave it 2 stars. I would have DNF'd it, honestly.
Oh, really?
Oh, bummer.
But I feel like I would have missed a bunch because, there's a
Sure.
lot that happens outside of the main characters that you need to know. So I did. And then I started A Touch of Fate, which is from that series, but I don't know where you're supposed to read it because it's not listed on Goodreads.
Who did that?
Oh.
But it's from that series, and so far I'm really liking it. This one.
What's the
and
name
then
of the
I'm
author?
also
Yeah, who's
reading
it by?
Cora Riley.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I'm also reading Catch of the Day, which is the first in a Newfound Lake Cozy Mystery series
Oh.
Oh,
by
cute.
Virginia Bennett. And it's really good so far.
Nice.
What's the name of the one that you're working on?
A Touch of Fate. I honestly don't know which series it even supposed to fall
Well,
under.
I was looking. Okay, it's not even in a series on Fantastic Fiction. I was looking, but it's just down in where all her novels are.
Right. And
And
it's
so, yeah.
completely listed as a standalone. I'm confused because the
Yeah.
characters are definitely from the universe. I mean, they're definitely
okay.
like
Okay.
characters from the
I
from the
thought
series.
maybe I could like get
So-
on Fantastic Fiction and find where it was and then put it in the series. But
Yeah, so I don't think it really, anyways. So I'm reading it and yeah.
so would somebody be confused if they just read that as a standalone?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not on
because,
the author's website.
But she doesn't even, it's weird. Even her website is very like hinky
Really?
and doesn't list all the books in the series, and you would think it would be caught up. Her website, you think it would be like up to date.
And you
think
would
so,
think
yeah.
if she's going to do that, she would give a reading order on her website. Or
She
Right.
does give a reading order on her website. She does, but like there's a couple that aren't listed, but like I said, they're definitely characters from the universe. Like we know
Okay.
them, we know their families, why they're not within any of the
maybe
series.
since it was from 2025, she just hasn't thought about updating the reading order.
Maybe.
Could be. So, that is what I am reading. How about you, Sock?
I just wanted to adjust it so everybody could enjoy the tree. Well, earlier today, my category romance of the day was Sullivan's Woman, which was a silhouette romance by Nora Roberts
Yes.
from 1984. And I read that, and then I was just kind of like, I want to read more Nora Roberts. And I had another book by Nora Roberts, which I had pulled for my category romance reading. What was that?
Mhm.
I don't know. I heard something. Anyway, so I had pulled another book for this project, and it is a Silhouette Special Edition from 1985 by Nora Roberts,
Nice.
One Man's Art. And I thought I just wanted to go in and read it.
Excellent.
So I'm reading it ahead of time.
Excellent. There you go. I also finished a book
Here I
today.
am.
I finished Death by Dumpling by Vivian Chen. Again, I love that book so much. And while I was updating my spreadsheet, book 13 has been announced. I don't know if anybody else has heard this.
Oh,
Yes,
I don't know.
5 Spice Fatality is coming out in August.
Ah.
Nice.
I can't wait.
Has she done Hoist and Homicide yet? Or
No, that has not happened yet. That might be book 14. We'll put that out in the universe for her. But
She
I
had a
need
really-
a
I was just going to say she had a really fun title that she wants to use, but her publisher she like enters it every time, and her publisher says no every time. I can't remember what it is, but it's really funny. I'm like, how could they keep saying no? I don't remember what it was. I'll think about it.
They need to know their audience because the punnier the title, the better people like it.
right,
Yes.
right.
I
Like the
agree.
next one is Dim Sum of All Fears, and I just love that so much. You know,
Yeah.
like it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything else on audio right now. I needed another cozy because I've only got category right now on the go. So this one came in from the library, and I need to get to it because somebody's waiting for it. And that's Detective Auntie by Uzma Jaladina. It's the one somebody here was reading it, not in our group, but in the chat. They were reading it a few weeks ago, and it takes place in Toronto. And
Oh,
it's
Oh.
about a woman whose daughter, they're Indian, whose daughter is accused of murder. And so she's going to try and solve the murder. But this person was saying they really enjoyed it. So I have it out on audio. It's also available on Kindle Unlimited. So I borrowed the book because I like to flip back and forth.
right.
So I'll be starting that tonight, and I'll probably be finishing I'm starting that on the first sprint, but on the second sprint, I'll probably be finishing the Love Inspired book that I'm reading, the one about the service dogs, because I have 2 chapters left on that one. So
I forgot to mention that I DNF'd the book too.
oh, what did you DNF, Stormy?
Uh-oh.
I don't know if Blake is anywhere, but sorry, Blake. But I tried that the Autumn Springs Retirement Massacre by Philip Fracassi, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a limit on who gets to be killed in a book.
Oh,
She's
You
hit a
can't
body
kill
count for
dogs
this
and you
book.
can't kill old people. It just doesn't work.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
that's fair. That's fair.
sure.
I couldn't do it. I was like, leave these little old people alone.
Yeah.
Let Father Time take care of it for you. I mean,
Because it's like if it was killing like the nurses or the doctors, I probably would have been okay. But it was the
the
massacre.
occasional orderly, you know.
Yeah. But it was the little old people that were getting knocked off, and I just couldn't handle it. I got 24% in, and I was like, "Boop, I'm
No,
done."
she goes, I'm done. I'm tapping out.
Shady Pines, Ma, Shady Pines.
Shady Pines, Ma. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm wearing the shirt today for that.
I know, that's probably why.
Let's jump into the comments. And Melmac, of course, posts right away. She says, "Hi everyone, stay tuned for the Around the World Readathon's March destination." So I'll share right now. So she posts, we have a little crew group, and she posts and she gives us clues. And it was something like something with Frozen, something with a rescue, something golden. And me, I was like, oh, Switzerland. She's like, Sarah, you're so close. Literally, but not with Switzerland. The prompt for, or the country for the month of March is Canada. Close yet so far. How did I not guess Canada? But anyway, we're celebrating all things Canadian in March. Yay. Also my birthday and Brian's birthday, by the way. So the important people's birthdays. So yeah, Canada is the country for the month of March. So I'm sure Melmac is going to post everything soon in the Discord so you guys can check it all out. There's some great prompts in there. Some really great prompts in there.
Storm,
She does such a good job.
I didn't do it.
I have a question for Storm. Since I'm a child, you can say no, but since I'm a child, next time she puts up the hints, will you send me a message? The hints are up because I never remember.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
it was only at 5:00. She was super late this time. It wasn't you guys.
Yeah, she was a little bit
But
late.
I'm
So don't
always
feel
late.
bad.
But I always do forget to check.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank
It's
you.
kind of like how you're like, oops, sorry, I just seen this.
Yeah, I saw it
I
today.
need
was
to
like, oh,
apologize to both Storm and Sarah because I keep forgetting to tag my videos as Retro Romance Readathon and forgetting to mention it in the video itself.
Oh, don't
Even though,
apologize.
Most of them have been retro.
Yeah.
That's okay. You see, every time
I
get
even
away-
have one of the books that you read. I was like, I have this book.
Which one?
I know. I just love seeing the books.
It's I can't remember, but it had like I think they were on a beach or something. It was a super romance.
Oh, that was so bad that I had to DNF it.
Oh,
And it was like such a waste too, because it's like the whole reason they did Super Romance was so that they could have longer books with more characters, more complex plots. And
Right.
I didn't. I after the first third or so, 40% or so, I skipped to the last 20 pages, and they didn't talk about anything in the last 20 pages that was new to me.
That's funny.
Mm.
No new characters, no new situations, no new interpersonal dynamics.
That's bad.
The only thing I missed was if I had gone 40 pages before the end, there would have been a little of the old, you know,
Nookie nookie.
about to go out. Wow.
Tickle and
But
play.
the cover's very pretty.
Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
it
you
is. A little of the old Humpty Dumpty, but I'm
There
glad
you
I didn't read that because I didn't want to read about the Humpty Dumpty between those two.
go.
They were just, yeah.
That's funny.
I just wanted to read it because my aunt had it when she visited us that time. And I'm like,
Yep.
I can't imagine Aunt Ruth finding anything appealing about that guy.
That's hilarious. Melmax says, I don't know what I'm reading next. I'll probably be watching the Olympics during sprints. Excellent. Mary Jo, she says, happy Monday, everyone. I'm still reading Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I'll probably only be around for the first sprint as 8 p.m. as by 8 prime time coverage of the Olympics will be on. Yes, Missy, I'm on sprint, so of course, I haven't seen you literally all day. Not at all till now. And there's a bird there, Moo.
She's so cute though. She's like, whatever, mom. Look
Yeah.
at her.
Shut up. Shut up and pay attention to me. The public wants to see me, she says.
That's exactly right.
Yes, you're right.
Every
yes.
once in a while, she accedes to our demands.
That's right. That's right. Pat's here. Hi, Pat. She says, hello, everyone. Friends are over crocheting and watching the Olympics. Okay, that sounds like a fun night.
Yeah.
Crocheting washcloths and kitchen towels for the spring bazaars. Oh, I love that so
Nice.
much. Happy reading and take care.
That's awesome,
Oh.
Pat.
And she
Enjoy.
says, don't forget the thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Pat. And Lauren's here. She says, hey, everyone. I'm going to be reading Betrayed by Judith McWilliams. It's a retro Harlequin historical about the War of 1812. Fascinating. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. And Cajun. Hi, Cajun. She says, evening, everyone. It's been a
Sarah's
long week
gonna have-
already.
Sarah's going to have a lot to say about the War of 1812.
Did you like your white? No. And Cajun says, I'm reading Diners, Dives, and Drive-Bys, reality show number 1, if I stay awake, she says.
Aha.
Oh,
One of those days.
I want to know what you think of that.
I love the
please.
title.
Yeah.
And Cav says, good evening. I'm reading My Phony Valentine by Courtney Walsh. I love Courtney Walsh. Fake dating trope, hockey player trope, super fun, meet cute. A really good read.
Nice.
Courtney Walsh is fantastic if you want a good, sweet romance. Esther says, I'm still reading Hand of Evil, Allie Reynolds series by J.A. Jance, and the plot thickens, she says. And Carmen says, hi, everyone. I'm reading The Sword in the Stone by T.H. White this evening. Fabulous. I love a good Arthurian tale. Willow says, hi, everyone. I'm going to be reading Sugar Plum Poison by Jen McKinley. I started Secrets of the Outback by Margaret Way. It's really good so far. Yay! And Amy says, good evening. Tonight I will be working on a Substack. I almost said Starbucks. A Substack article and reading a nonfiction book called Permission to Rest. Wonderful. Carmen says, the plot sure does thicken to Esther. I can't read if you're in my face. I'm having a hard enough time without you in my face. Elle says, finishing Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander. Dinner tonight was ribs, mac and cheese, and edamame, soybeans in pods. Lovely.
Yum.
And it's so funny because I just finished Meet Your Baker, and I had chicken with mac and cheese for dinner. So great minds think alike. Willow says, I finished reading Little House in the Highlands and Murder at the Mayfair Hotel last night. Well done. I really enjoyed them both, and I want to continue with the series. Wonderful. Kim says, hey, y'all, finished A Taste of Poison by Colleen Cambridge at lunch today. All the finishes today. Not
Right?
sure what I'm going to try and finish next. Oh, and Anita says, hi, everyone. Tonight I'm reading At Death's Door by Mindy Quigley.
Excellent.
Esther says, it does. Hi, Jenny. Jenny says, hey, everyone. I'm
Hey,
not sure
Jenny.
what I'll be reading. Oh, DNF a book, and now I'm undecided on what to start. Oh, that's difficult. And Cajun says to Carmen, is that the one about Arthur? How is it? Lisa's here. She says, hi, everyone. I'll be listening to Tag You're It by Carrie Williamson, excuse me. Stina's here. Hello. She says, evening, readers. And Amy says, hi, everyone. I'm going to read some more of McCabe's Kingdom by Margaret Way. Yay. I'm loving that you guys are embracing my pick for February. I wasn't too sure about her.
If only I could find the one book by Margaret Way that I own. Still can't find it.
You and me both. One of the ones I own.
Well, I only have one by her, and I'm just like struggling to find it.
I'm almost guaranteed I'm going to walk into that book room on the 1st of March, and it's going to be sitting right in front of my face on the bookshelf. I guarantee you. That's exactly how that's going to
Along
go.
with a little sarcastic note from the cat.
Ha-ha.
With a little note from Missy saying,
I was a little surprised that you didn't pick a retro one and then a newer one because you did that last year.
Yeah, I know. I was going to because Tammy, but I was like, I'm already so far deep in the amount of books that I'm reading. Let's try and keep it. Maybe we'll get back to that next year. Hi. She just, the way she
She's
just looks
looking
up
up
at
you. She said, pet me.
Pet
Give
me,
me
love
lovin's.
me. You're such a good girl. You stink. She says, hi, everyone. I'm currently reading His Human Nanny by Michelle Mills, book 1 in the Monsters Love Curvy Girls series on Kindle Unlimited for the Triple RC pick for Pick It For Me February. I haven't done the Romance Readers Reading Challenge picks in years. Thank you
I
for the
remember
reminder.
you used to do that.
Oh God, I love doing that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know what I'm doing after Sprint tonight. I'm jumping back on Goodreads and finding that group again. I used to love doing their monthly
Mhm.
picks and stuff like that. Can you please? Thank you, Moo. Esther says, Storm, Allie is dumb. She was doing good until the past 2 chapters.
Yeah, yeah.
Why, Allie? Why?
Cajun said, I have the biggest crush on Bobby Sherman in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
I had the biggest crush on Julie Newmar in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Something for everyone.
Carmen says to Cajun, it's great so far. You can tell where Disney got their inspiration. Oh, cool. Okay. And Cajun says to Carmen, we had a lot of traditions and ceremonies at my college based around Arthur and the Round Table. So all of that has a soft spot for me. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That makes me think of Legend Born and Bloodborne by Tracy. What is her name? Tracy Dion. Because it's like this secret society with all kinds of like shenanigans and murder and whatnot based on Round Table.
Oh,
The Arthurian
that's
legend.
I
It's
read,
why-
back in high school, I read Mist of Avalon, which I loved. That was fabulous. One of the only,
Yes.
I guess, fantasies.
Yeah, Marion Zimmer Bradley is another writer who's kind of been ruined.
Yeah. That's why I said back in high school when, stuff was a lot different than today.
Yes.
Cajun says, I never read that one, though, so may give it a go. There you go. And it says, I'm also still currently reading Skater by Samantha Whiskey, book 6 in the Seattle Sharks series on KU. I might also pick up something else alongside these two. Not decided yet. I approve of multiple books at once. Kim says, I may read Out of Circulation by Miranda James, number 4 in the Cat in the Stack series. I need to figure out how to keep better track of all of the series I've started.
Mm-hmm.
That's how,
Don't.
luckily, the spreadsheet that I use has 3 different tabs for series, 3 different ways that you can track series, and they're fabulous. And that's when I was filling that out. That's how I found out the newest book in the Noodle Shop will be coming out this August. So thank God for that, or else I'd be lost. Lauren says, yay for Nora Roberts. Michelle says, good evening, Queen of Category Romance. Many thanks. I need to get myself a tiara like Sokka.
You do.
And Annie says, hi all, I'm reading Murder in Postscript by Mary Winters.
I like that.
And she continues on. She says, good evening, Queen of Category Romance, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently reading Only by Your Touch by Catherine Anderson. I only have 7 chapters to go. Wonderful.
Very nice.
I have so much Catherine Anderson, and I haven't read any of it yet.
I have a few of hers.
I think I read
She
one, but it's
ended
not
up getting her
long.
own shelf because she was getting out of control. I'm like, I sure hope I like her stuff.
Kristen says, hey, my B-Day is in March, too. All the important
Yeah, I was going to
Yay.
mention it, and then I thought, well, maybe Kristen wants to fly under the radar. I didn't want to just like be
Blake
spreading
said
her
she had a
birthday
birthday
business
March.
all over town.
And she's going to be this old, and she's
And her address, if you want to send her a birthday card, her street address is.
Yeah. Could you please? Because I guarantee you the second we go on sprints, you're going to leave me alone. Thank you, Moo. Lauren says, ooh, my library has the audio of Death by Dumpling. I may be adding it to my TBR. Lauren, I love it. I give it 5 stars every time. It's such a good series.
That one that she's reading, that Only by Your Touch by Catherine Anderson, is from 2002. Retro.
Ooh, we
Yay.
Very nice.
This is definitely retro. It's even got the retro cover.
Yes, which that's what I love more than anything.
The one I read today was a reissue. It was originally published in 1984, but it was a reissue with a different cover. Which is why I used the old cover in the thumbnail. It's the old purple bordered silhouette romance cover, but that wasn't the edition I was reading.
Well, it's like the one that I had last week of the Presents novel by Penny Jordan, the original cover was just so much better than the new one. Like it looks so cozy.
Oh, I like the
This
cover.
one here, it has the original like cover, but it's like the 7th printing or whatever it is. Because seventh printing, because it wasn't one of those they used for their introduction.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, because I liked the cover on the Nora Roberts book I read today, but it was just like a nice painting of San Francisco of the Golden Gate Bridge. It didn't have a couple on.
Mm-hmm. Shall we jump into a sprint?
Sure.
Yes.
So we will sprint to the top of the hour. Okay, everybody?
Sounds good. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
Um,
Brian?
I did good. I got a chapter done to listen to. Uh, it's very fun hearing terms in an Aussie accent that it sexy things like that. So, but it's very interesting. I'm finding romance to be very similar to Western books in the sense of how they start to describe certain like not love scenes but just passion scenes, if I
Okay.
can say that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just getting flashbacks to like I think it's it's a Zane Grey book. I forget the name of it. It's some purple name in it, but very much similar scenes in like my brain is connecting the dots. But either way, it's I'm enjoying it.
Was that Riders of the Purple Sage you were thinking of?
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Sock.
How'd you do, Stormy?
I in a second.
How'd you hack your brains out?
It went down the wrong pipe.
Are you gonna survive?
Uh-oh.
But I listened to a little bit of Defiant Man. I'm 7% into it.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Miss Tiffany.
Good. Sorry, I'm in a group chat with some girls from high school, and there's something going on in town in my little
Oh.
bitty like
Ooh.
hometown where nothing happens.
And
So when
They
I
something's
closed the
happening.
roller rink, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Well, I'm not kidding. We had a paper in town. I'll never forget this. We had a like newspaper in town that like came out like once a month or so. And I was away for the summer and I came home and then like headline of the newspaper for like a whole month or maybe even longer was like deer spotted outside the library or something like that. That's why I knew. I was like, oh my gosh.
Mr. Smith got a new car. Yeah.
Right. Well, we did have the Arcola goings on, and it would literally be like, Mabel Holstetter rode her buggy to visit with Carol Yoder for the afternoon and had, and I'm like, oh my gosh, really? It really did. Yeah.
That's hilarious. How'd you do, Sock?
Well, I read 62 pages. Well,
That-
actually, not quite because it started on page 7. So, however, those of you who were part of the live stream in which I read Snowbound Weekend by Amy Lauren
Yes.
will be happy to know that Grant in One Man's Art by Nora Roberts also has wrists,
Oh my.
Oh.
I'm going to swoon.
which are lovingly described.
That's hilarious.
How'd you do, Sarah?
I started Detective Auntie, and I started on audio, and I listened to the first chapter on audio, and I do love the narration, the beautiful Indian accent. However, I have to slow it right down. And I was just like, you know what? Let's just pick up the book. So I'm 2 chapters in, and already I know I'm going to love this for the sole fact of how Canadian it is and how much I know literally every place they're talking about. So it sounds like she's older. Her husband has just passed away. Her children all live in Toronto, and she's up in North Bay. And it talks about how 20 years ago, after something happened in the city and she needed to leave, it sounds like her youngest son died, I think. And they haven't said that, but that's what's been alluded to. And her husband went up north because he was a doctor. And they were up at the Air Force Base, the Canadian Air Force Base in North Bay, and how it was part of NORAD at one point. And then she comes back to Toronto after her daughter calls saying, I've been accused of murder. And it's like talks about arriving at the airport and driving down the highway. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so, I know this area. I know what she's talking about. It just adds that much more for me personally. But outside of that, it sounds like it's going to be good. Like the daughter, now we're at the point in the second chapter, the daughter's like, well, I didn't really call you first. Her husband wasn't answering the phone, and it was the only other phone number she knew. And she's like, but Mom, I need your help. And the mom's thinking, oh, great, I can help. But she's like, I want you to look after the kids and take care of things while I'm dealing with this. So she just basically wants her mom there as domestic help, right?
Mm.
Which the mom's kind of snubbed for, but it's very much that culture where that's all she's supposed to be. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be really good. She's going to find her second wind as a, when typically in that culture they don't have anything else, So I think it's going to be good.
Good.
Get back into the comments. Carmen says to Cajun, the audio is narrated by Neville Jason, and it's great. Excellent.
Nice.
And Cajun says to Carmen, oh, thanks, even better. Melmax said, and there will be a bonus prompt for Canada, too. It will be announced on March 5th, Sarah's birthday.
Ooh.
And it will be a Toronto prompt. Find the dirtiest book you can... No, oh, man, driving into the city, I'm just like, oh, it looks so bad right now because it's so nasty looking with all the dirty snow. And Cajun says, Storm, you're going to like my pick for set in personal prompt for around the world.
Now I'm curious.
Right? Ooh, she says, I've been wanting to read it and it is set in Canada, so now is the time.
Perfect
Brilliant.
timing.
Brilliant. And Milmax says, Canada prompts have been posted on the Discord, except for the bonus prompt, of course. Amy says, hi to Missy. Missy is part of the Springs now.
Sneaky Canadians.
Yes.
What's Missy
Speaking
reading?
of sneaky Canadians, Missy is a sneaky Canadian.
Very sneaky Canadian. Missy is currently reading the back of her eyelids.
Perfect. Yeah. That's a good one, Missy.
Yep. Great book. Everybody's saying hi to her. And Casper and Kairu with occasional guest appearances by Dresden.
Yeah.
Yes, we have all of the animals represented here.
True.
Dresden is laying down right here beside me.
Yep.
Yeah, Kairu's in the
Oh.
corner in a blanket.
Yeah.
And a moo cow.
Oh,
And
It's actually, this is Alpaca
Oh.
Steve.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Wait,
Steve.
people, Alpaca Steve.
I ran across an account, and it's a woman out in British Columbia who has an alpaca farm, and she takes her alpaca into stores. Like, she took him into PetSmart,
Oh.
and it was hilarious. Like, she's got him on a lead, and they were shopping for Valentine's Day wear, but this guy walks in behind, like, she's filming it, and he walks in the store, he's like, holy shit, it's an alpaca. You walk into PetSmart and there's a freaking alpaca. What else do you say, right?
Yes,
I
not every
think-
day you see that. Yeah.
Right?
I think Alpaca Steve here would only care if it were a liquor store where he could get some Molsons.
There you go. There you go.
have you seen the video where the lady and I don't know where she's from, but she has an amazing accent, and it's just a little like English bulldog that's black and white.
Mhm.
And he's standing with black and white cows, and she's like, come home, Lola, you are not a cow. Come home, Lola. And the dog looks exactly like the cows, because I mean
That's
it's black and white
hilarious.
spotted, and she's just like exasperated. She's like, come home. It's hysterical. Makes me laugh every time I see it.
I love it. Jane says, hi, I'm going to be reading Fourth Wing. Wonderful.
Ooh.
I hope you enjoy it. Cajun says, Tiffany, there is a lot of nudge, nudge, wink, wink to diners, drive-ins, and dives. The host of the book is named Gus Finetti.
Oh.
Excuse me for just a second. I found the correct the relevant passage in.
Of course.
With a slight frown, she skimmed her gaze over the tabletop until it rested on his hands. Good God, she thought with a jolt. They were beautiful. The wrists were narrow, giving a sense not of weakness, but of graceful strength and capability. And then she goes on to talk about the backs of his hands, but who cares? It's mostly about the wrists.
The wrist, yeah. The wrist is the part people want to hear about. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, that's the.
Anita said, I had a
Ooh, that
meatball
sounds
hero
good.
for dinner. Oh, that sounds good.
That would really.
Kristen said Kristen's catching up in Meet Cute. I really liked today's story. I thought it was really good. And Anita says, Brian, how's Casper?
He's good. He's himself.
While
I
we're
had to,
talking about Casper, how long did it take you to get used to him just flying around and landing on you?
Well, when I first got him, he came with his wings clipped, which I didn't have much choice in the matter. That's just how he was. I got them from a independent breeder, so that basically got them on a pellet diet. Because if you go to like PetSmart or Petco, it's an all seed diet, and seed diets are like cheeseburgers for humans, which
Okay.
there's some nutrition, but
Oh.
it's not the best. What's best is like vegetables. If you get them on a vegetable diet with pellets as a supplement, but the best I can do right now is pellets, which my veterinarian says that's fine. If we get them to have occasional salads, that's fine. But about 2 months or so is once he started flying, and it just kind of it still spooks me. So I mean, but
Well, you deal with it really well in your videos. That's why I
Yep.
was wondering. Like, it just flies on, whoop, and you just keep
Well-
on talking like no big deal.
Yeah, I would
Yep.
not.
you should try reading a horror book, and you get really into it, and all of a sudden, well, bam, something's in front of you, and it's I turn into a girl for a second, you know.
Never read or watch The Birds. It will only
Yes.
give us for
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, today my brother was over visiting real quick, so I was downstairs visiting with him and my mom. And Presley, our big cat, likes to sleep behind the television because there's space back there. And I guess because it's warm, like it's cozy, right? So we actually put a pillow back there for him. But anyway, I'm on the couch talking to my brother, and Mom and Richard saw him. I did not. All of a sudden, Presley is beside me, like, hello. And I'm like, what the hell? Where did you come from? You know? You're too big to creep up like that.
Yes. My parents have they have two dogs, and one of them's a corgi, and she likes to like climb up and sit on the
Yes.
back of a chair like a cat, and it just he's just too big for it. But
Yes.
You do.
Too big to do that. Cajun says to Annie, I like that series. And Mary Jo, my birthday's in March as well. One of her
yay!
nieces and her son, my great nephew. Yeah, there's a lot. My
That's
grandmother
nice.
was the 20th of February. My niece is the 27th of February. Then I'm the 5th of March. So within like 2 weeks, the three of us all shared a birthday, basically. So we'd celebrate one big party together.
Yeah,
So-
there's a lot of March birthdays in the Discord too, because
Yep.
I think there's a couple other people. And then Blake said last night was saying her birthday's in March with you guys. With the two of
Yes,
you.
she is.
Mhm.
Yes,
And
she is.
I think then there was a couple other people that also were in the comments were talking. So there's a lot of March birthdays.
Mm-hmm. So I remember one time I said something to my mom or something. I counted back, and she goes, "No, don't." She goes, "It was your aunt's wedding." I'm like, "I don't want to hear anymore."
And then next time you were at your aunt's, she's like, "Oh, do
La,
you
la,
want to see my do you want to see my wedding photos? I think your parents are in there." And you're like, "Oh no, oh,
I'm good.
no,
I'm
no, no."
great. Thanks so much.
I think my parents, my conception story, my parents, it was just kind of like they were both feeling. My dad was just getting over the flu, and my mother was just getting the flu. But her calendar said this was the time. This is like the one day because my dad was going on a business trip. They're like, "This is the one day."
And they say romance is dead.
And so they just kind of, because apparently my dad was telling my sister about this one time, and he thinks you want to think it's beautiful because you're in love and you want to have a baby, or even that you're just feeling a little frisky. He says with us it was like, well, I guess we better.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Michelle said, I had no idea the book was retro. Good for me. The newer cover has a muscular guy in a tight white shirt. So hot. Are there
Does he have wrists?
Are there any Danielle Steele readers here? I love her so much. Sarah's digital. I don't know if she's in here right now, but she's reading
Yeah.
Danielle Steele now.
She's like going through the whole catalog.
Yeah, she's trying to read all of her backlist, I think.
Yeah.
I have
And-
yet to read Danielle Steele, but
Same.
it's like on my bucket list of authors to try. I'm like,
You know, maybe we should when we do our little because we do it for Christmas in July. Maybe we should put that as a prompt for like Garb August.
There you go. Yeah.
I think we make a
And
good
I
Garb
read
August.
her like high school for a couple years. I read her and like
Mhm.
Judith McNaught and Jude Devereaux or Deverox, or however she says her name.
Deborah.
And then and I've seen a couple of the movies, Michelle, but it's been like a long time. And I think I probably only read a few because they feel, at least her older ones, to me, I'm only talking about, feel like it's the same book.
My
You know,
mom
I
used to
definitely-
complain about that. Yes.
I mean, I think a lot of authors can get that way once they write a lot, and she's, you know, a
Right.
very prolific writer, so I'm not surprised. But I was just like, okay. And so I stopped in again. I was in high school where I probably was also, I don't know.
I've watched some of the movies, like
Yeah, I've seen some of the
Palladino and
movies.
Kaleidoscope, and things
Yep,
like that.
yep.
And Annie says to Cajun, her Mountain Resort series is very good too. It's written under a different name that I can't remember.
Which one?
And she says to Annie, I didn't know she had another series or pen name. I'll look that up. Who was Annie reading again? Remind me.
She'll talk about the one that she's reading.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Being for the author anyway.
We'll get there.
Oh,
And Kim
okay.
says, okay, scroll Facebook. I love Lee Asher. He went to rescue 2 dogs, went home with 5. That's one way to do it. I do that at the bookstore.
Yeah. I like that person.
Mary Jo says 190 of 355. Good night, everyone. Time to watch the Olympics. Enjoy, Mary Jo.
Enjoy.
And Willow said, I read a chapter in Sugar Plum Poisoned. On to chapter 10. Wonderful. Amy says, I only read 2 pages because 2 of the 3 doggies were fighting over who got to sit next to me.
Oh,
That's a good
Oh.
problem to have, Amy. And Jill says, hello, everyone. Hello, Jill.
Hi, Joe.
Anita says got to 24%. Carmen made it to 19. Annie got to 14. Cajun got to 33%. Lauren got to page 24. I like Casper's dancing.
Oh, yeah, that's his. I took a while, but if you.
Oh,
Sometimes
that's
he does.
adorable.
He does it differently sometimes, but
I was gonna say
Very
singing
nice.
and dancing.
you got better
Come
rhythm
on.
than I do.
Oh.
That is awesome. I
That's
love
awesome.
it. And Kristen says today's Meet Cute chapter is adorable. It was really cute. I liked it a lot.
True facts. True facts.
Yeah. And anything that takes place in a library just makes me happy.
Mhm.
Annie says to Cajun, I found it. Happy Camper series by Mary Angela. There you go, Tiffany.
Yeah,
Happy
I think
Camper.
the one she's reading is The Murder in Postscript by Mary Winters, and this is, I guess, maybe her under a different name.
And I've read the first book in the Happy Campers. She owns a like little general store outside of the campground. I only read book 1 so far. Like I read it last year, so it's not like, you know,
Relatively recently.
right.
The
I didn't
covers
mean,
look
like, I
really
just-
cute.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. Cajun says to Amy, 1 on each side and 1 in your lap. That is a perfect evening. And she says, thanks to Annie. And Elle says, 2 pages in Meet Your Baker. Wonderful. Michelle says, 4 more chapters to go. My next read is It's Not Her by Mary Kubica. Mary Kubica. I knew who you meant. And Amy says, I wish to Cajun. 2 big dogs are the one who get into it. Yeah. Oh, and she says, 2 pages left in Meet Your Baker. Hey, well done.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Excellent, excellent. And Jill says, you have to be careful with alpacas. They spit. I can 100% guarantee that. I don't think yours does, though, Sock.
Alpaca Steve, he goes for accuracy rather than distance. So
And Kristen says, watch out foot picks. The wrists are all the rage. And Jill says, I used to read Danielle Steele, but it got tired of the stories. They seem to all be the same. That's fair. But I do want to try her for sure.
Have you seen the talking about feet pics and the wrist? Nothing bad, but have you seen the videos that it was like this? The dog was like, "Mom told me I had to get a job, so I'm on Only Paws," and then you just see his like paw coming forward like this, like he's showing you. It was miracle. It was like a short. It was really funny. Only Paws. I was laughing hard. I was
Only
like,
Paws. Azooks. Dorothy and the Golden Girls. It's pronounced Devereaux. It's only pronounced Devereaux in limericks.
Devereaux. I think that would be. It's only
Devereaux,
pronounced
yeah.
Devereaux in limericks.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for the pronunciation. I'm horrible at stuff like that. Did you say you had a question, Sock, earlier?
Oh, I do. I do.
Since we're caught up on the comments right now,
Okay.
as she runs away.
I'm not running away. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I put these things on the coffee table, and it's like I can't quite reach.
Fair.
So, I have some books for my project.
Okay.
I have to confess to being a little confused because I have Silhouette Desire,
Yes, ma'am.
and I have Harlequin Desire,
Same thing.
and I have that's Desire. Then I have Harlequin Temptation,
Mm-hmm.
and I have Harlequin Blaze,
Mm-hmm.
and I am just kind of confused because there seems like a lot of overlap or something, and I was hoping you could figure this out.
Yes, very easily. So back in the day, Harlequin and Silhouette were two totally different companies. Harlequin bought out Silhouette and owned
Yeah, I
them.
know. In
So you know
1984,
that.
but they let Silhouette go on as a
They
separate.
let Silhouette continue. However, at one point they dropped Silhouette and it became Harlequin Desire, Harlequin Special Edition. So it's still the same line. It's just changed from Silhouette to Harlequin. Temptation and Blaze are two completely different lines.
Okay.
But Temptation did run for a short period of time, like a Blaze mini series, if you will. So it said Blaze on, it would say Blaze on the cover, and it was to kind of introduce Blaze because it was coming in, as if that makes any kind of sense. They're two completely different lines.
Did Temptation go away and Blaze remain?
Eventually, yes, but they did run concurrent to each other for a few years,
Okay. There's also Silhouette Intimate Moments.
which is now the Harlequin Romantic Suspense line.
Okay.
Because they went to, at one point, like I have covers going all the way back to book one, right? So it was Silhouette Intimate Moments, and then it went to Harlequin, then it went to Silhouette Romantic Suspense, and now it's Harlequin Romantic Suspense.
Okay.
Clear as mud, right?
I know. I think that when I go to do my video, I'll just like throw them all up in the air and say,
See what
whatever,
happens.
man.
See what sticks.
I think I'll probably read maybe one of the Desires, or maybe the Blaze, or maybe them both, and do it as like a bonus Valentine's countdown to Valentine's after hours.
There you go. Yeah, those would be perfect for that. Absolutely.
Because they're spicier.
If you could, well, they're only available. Well, I got lucky because the Dare line was only ever available on ebook. And when my friend Brie and I did the podcast,
you think you got lucky. What about the characters? They
Right.
really got them.
but when my friend Brie and I did the podcast, the Dare editor reached out to us when they were closing the line, and she had boxes of the physical books under her desk and asked if we wanted them. So I have physical editions of them. Which
So where does Dare fit into all of this?
Dare came after Blaze ended.
Okay.
And it's the one that was supposed to compete with 50 Shades of Grey, if that gives you any indication on how spicy it got.
Well, because I have this one, How to Host a Seduction. No, not How to Host a Seduction.
It's a how-to book.
Here we go. Wild and Willing by Joanne Rock.
Yep.
I don't know when this came out, but he's painting her toenails, so I feel like that's very Bull Durham associated. No, this came out in 2002, and Bull Durham came out in 1988.
Yeah.
But yeah, after Bull Durham, everybody decided that men painting women's toenails was like super sexy or something. I never got it personally, but whatever. I mean, convenient, sure, but
So we're caught up on sprints. Let's jump into we're caught up on comments, pardon me. Let's jump into another set of sprints, and we'll sprint until 10 minutes too. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then we'll finish off the
very much
comments.
for making the effort there.
Oh, no problem. But are you doing you're doing Wednesday, right? The Wednesday motivation this week?
Yeah. Are you going to be around?
Absolutely. We can talk if you want then too.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I hope our Stormy might or might not be around, because I know Wednesday's when they go into town. So I'll send you a link, and if you could join us whenever. And I'm guessing Brian and Tiffany have to work.
I will be at work. Yes, ma'am. You could try to invite me, and I can, hang out at my place of business. But I don't think my boss would appreciate that. She's very cool, but she's not that.
Not that cool.
Well, you can be in the comments, but not on camera because that's like what she would be comfortable with, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on what you're doing.
Depending on how busy, because I mean, usually if it's calm and we have nothing to do, like we're allowed to, read a book as long as paperwork is caught up and
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool.
all that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
nice.
That's cool. Very nice. All right. So happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
I did good. Is there an echo? Okay. Anyway, I read.
That's crazy.
Okay, it's
Okay,
not
we
as
all
bad.
are echoing.
Am I echoing? I
Yep,
am
yep.
echoing.
We all are.
That is weird.
Wait,
That is strange.
I think
wait.
it's stuck.
I think we're good.
Oh, okay. I read from some of Catch of the Day. It's really cute so far. I'm only about 10% in. It takes place in New Hampshire, which you don't see many New Hampshire cozies.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'm enjoying.
Nice.
Brian?
I got another chapter listened to. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. There's a how I don't know how to describe it. Maybe a with the male interest and the female interest. It looks like the male interest is, I don't want to say blackmail, but kind of sort of. And I don't know about that part. So not like into that, but like blackmail into marriage type deal. So
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yep.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. That's the problem with
That's
some of
just-
the older ones, right, Stormy? They can, and Sock, they can be a little different.
Blackmailed into marriage is such a common trope, even today. I mean,
Is it?
only now it's more likely to be labeled as explicitly a dark romance.
Yeah. Stormy, how'd you do?
I edited some, and then I didn't have a lot of time left, so I watched YouTube.
Bonus.
Nice.
Sock, how are the wrists?
I'm on page 129. I'm really enjoying it. They have this sort of kind of, the banter is really, really good, because sometimes in these categories the banter is lacking.
Yes.
It's not just that there's banter, it's like it's consistent. But
Oh,
the
nice.
book fell apart on me.
Oh no.
Oh, literally.
Mm,
Okay.
And there's,
wow.
yeah, not metaphorically. Metaphorically,
Yeah.
it's holding together just fine. And then look in the back of the book, there's an ad for Silhouette Desire.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh.
It says sensual, provocative love stories of modern women in realistic situations,
Mm.
like being blackmailed into marriage.
Yeah. No, that's more
Really?
presents thing. Yeah. That's funny. I finished my book. I finished Their Unbreakable Bond by Deb Kastner, which is a love-inspired novel. It was really, really cute. A lot of talk about faith in it towards the end. I quite enjoyed it, dealing with service dogs in avalanche situations. It was really, really a sweet story. I liked it a lot. So I think it's going to get probably a 4.5 star. I'll figure it out when I do all my rating stuff later. But yeah, so yay on finishing another book.
Yeah.
Woohoo. And can you please, thank you. She just spent the last 5 minutes. We call it binkying. She puts the blanket in her mouth and she'll suck on it, and then she'll make biscuits.
Mhm.
And she loves it. Yeah.
Usually you make the biscuits before you eat them, though.
No, but she sucks on the. I've never had a cat do this before. That she sucks on the blanket while she does it.
Mhm.
They say it's actually not uncommon. It sometimes happens with cats that get taken from their mothers too early.
Mm.
Like it's like a safety thing. Like, you know what I mean? So
I
yeah, we
just
always
love how she's always looking up at you like,
I
"Are you
know she does.
Yeah.
thinking about me?"
Yes. Yes, we're talking about you, my girl. And it's so funny because I never even wanted a female cat because they're very standoffish. They're not cuddly, to my understanding. They're not cuddly cats. She's the exception to the rule. Of course. Aren't you, Moo? But when we first got her, she didn't want anything to do with me. She would only go near Garrett. But now she's my best friend.
Oh,
And Monica says, "Happy Monday readings. Happy Monday reading. A middle grade. Oh, she's reading a middle grade book by Jonathan Axler.
Nice.
Oh, sweet, a middle grade book.
Yeah.
I can read. Good night.
English is hard.
Some days.
Oh, Missy. Okay, I don't know what she just touched. Stop it. Do you know there's a teleprompter here? Missy just found it. Because she's still making air biscuits and she keeps touching the trackpad. Jill says 61 pages left of Searching for Sunshine from Dastardly Deeds on the Farm. Excellent. And Kim says, I love The Promise by Danielle Steele and loved the movie. Okay, great. And Tanya says, hi, I forgot about Monday sprints until about 10 minutes ago. I'm here for this one, though. I'm reading Paladin's Strength by T. Kingfisher. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Never too late. And Romantic Bookworm says, I'm heading off as I'm really tired tonight. Night, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Sleep.
Enjoy. Kat's here. Hey, Kat. She says, hello,
Yeah.
ladies, Brian,
Yeah.
and the friends in the chat. I just got home from having dinner with two of my friends. I ate the King Cake Smash Burger, fries,
Ooh.
pig candy, Brussels sprouts, and a stinger roll.
What's
That all
pig-
sounds very interesting.
Sounds delicious.
Okay, since
I've
I
heard of
know
some of
what a
those
king
foods.
I love
cake
Brussels
is like, you know what it is. I'm trying to figure out how it gets put into a smash burger. I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, King Cake is for Mardi Gras, isn't it?
Mardi Gras, yeah. But I don't know what a king cake smash burger is. I also don't know what pig candy is. If it's just like candy that's shaped, or if it's like an actual thing. Like I don't know. Tell us, please.
Candied pig's feet.
Oh, it's an actual candy, pig candy. It's a dessert made of taking thick strips of smoked bacon and pecans and coating them in caramel.
Mm.
So it's
Oh,
bacon and sugar. I'm down.
I approve of that.
Absolutely. I had to look it up. And
Well, I
Tanya
had to
says,
look
hi.
up the king cake smash burger.
And what does it say, Stormy?
Well, it's got a very colorful bun. I know that.
Oh, okay. Is that at a specific restaurant or?
I don't know. It's just I've seen a picture on here, but I.
Okay, I'm going to have a look. King Cake Burger. Oh, yeah. I hate to say it almost looks like it's moldy.
Yeah,
That's not being mean. I'm just like,
but
because
that's
of
like the color of the king's cake, so I get that.
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Well,
It doesn't look very appetizing.
My question would be like in the king cake, they put in the little baby, but
Mhm.
clearly
Right.
I don't think they would in the hamburger. Maybe. I don't
That's
think
what
so.
I was thinking. I was thinking there was a tiny little baby.
Right, because like in the cake they do, and so I'm like, I don't think they would do that with a burger, but let us know.
Oh, that's cool.
Inquiring minds.
That's really neat. We learned something.
Maybe there's a little baby in the batch of buns.
Yeah.
That would be, you're like, ah.
Yeah. And Kat says, hi, Tanya, how are you? And she says, ready for spring. How are you? I think we're all ready for spring at this point.
And yet,
Yeah.
truer words have never been spoken.
Right? Kim
I
says, no
Maybe.
reading.
Actually have the ceiling fan on right now.
Really?
Yeah,
It was
like,
80 in Oklahoma, so it was nice.
yeah, I was gonna say it was like 77 today.
Mhm.
We were still at minus 35.
Oh,
The other day, I walked past the thermostat and it said 72, and I was like, but we have it set for 70. How did that even work? I was like, oh, the house got warm on its own.
Kim says, no reading, cooked a piece of steak and a baked potato in the microwave and ate during that sprint. Good night, y'all.
sounds
Good night as well, and that sounds really good. And Ambi says, hello from my creative corner of
Ambi.
creation. Hello, Ambi. Lauren says, good night, everyone. Thank you for the sprints. Thank you for joining, Lauren.
My other question about the king cake smash burger, I want to know, is it like a sweet bun? Because the king cake or whatever.
Good
Like,
question.
when you get like the donut burgers,
Yes.
Yeah.
so it's like got the king cake bun.
Could
The
be.
one I saw was from a restaurant. It was on Instagram, and it said something about the perfect addition of salty and sweet. So that's a good question, Storm.
So the whole like Hawaiian sweet buns or something
Yeah, yeah.
could be.
Interesting. Cajun had a nice little doze. Excellent. Tanya says, how surreal. Anita says, got to 30%. Wonderful. Hey, Sarah's here. Sarah, I am not using a PC anymore on my desk. I now have an iPad on my desk. So yes, I turned my desk into an iPad desk with a mouse.
Cool.
It's now an iPad reading desk. Oh, wonderful. That's great.
Whatever works for you.
Very cool. Jill says 40 pages left. Carmen made it to 29%. Sarah says, I'm so happy about my desk being an iPad desk for reading and using a floor stand and my mouse. That's great.
I feel like we talked about Danielle Steele and we just brought her.
And we brought her in. That's right. Correct.
It was a summoning ritual.
It was, yeah. Yeah, we said Danielle Steele 3 times, and just like Beetlejuice, right?
Right.
Kat says, I put my trash can on the curb, opened an Amazon package from my friend Simon, 2 beautiful sticker books, and texted him with gratitude. Wonderful.
that's
I
so
remember
nice,
her
Kat.
talking about the sticker books on before. Was it on?
Nice.
I think it was on Saturday. I don't know.
Very cool. Amy says, congratulations to everyone who finished their books tonight. Absolutely. Lots of finishes tonight. And Kat says to Tanya, I am ready for spring as well. We had a nice day today, but I think Mother Nature is teasing us.
Yeah.
And she says, Tanya says, I prefer female cats because I love the attitude. Or cat, like she beats up the boys. Like she doesn't care that they're twice her size. Tanya says, we're supposed to have a storm on Wednesday, Kat. I am sick of the snow.
Yeah.
And Sarah says, I did not read. She turned her desk into an iPad desk. Now I can read much better than I was in my bed, and now I'm not troped up in bed. Wonderful.
Nice.
And Cajun says, Shanna thought she was the boss of me. And let's be honest, she was. They all are. They own us. You don't own cats. Cats own you. And Kat says, I'll send you a picture, Stormy.
Cool.
Of the burger? Ooh. Sarah says, I have so much room on my desk now because the iPad floats on air. It's so cool. I'm loving this. I can still type just to be careful to use my keyboard. That's very, very cool.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and here she goes. She says, pig candy is a smoked, juicy pork belly, burnt ends, and peppered peach. I ate at a restaurant called Blackened Brew. Ooh,
Okay,
that sounds
that
cool.
really sounds good.
It does. It really does. And Kat says, no baby in the king cake smash burger.
Well, then how do you
Thank
know
you.
who's the king? How do you know who's the king then?
Well, you are because you're eating it.
Okay, so she put a picture in my Discord under recipes, and
Okay.
it does kind of remind me of like the donut burgers. So
Hmm.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'll have to grab a look at that afterward. That's cool.
just with the colors.
I love that, though. That's so neat. Amy says, I only read 6 pages. Thanks for hosting Sprint tonight. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining, Amy.
Maybe the dogs got into it again.
Yeah. And Anita says, it's a balmy 26 here in New Jersey.
Ooh.
My friend in West Virginia, Barb, she is like, I'm here for a thaw out because I guess tomorrow they're supposed to get a little bit warmer, and so she's ready to thaw out a little.
I don't know what our high today was here in Connecticut. It was pretty mild, and I actually wasn't going to go out and do anything because it's bright, and I don't like to drive when there's bright sun shining.
I
out.
agree.
But I did go out to the garage just to take some trash and recycling out, and it was quite pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
No, we're freezing our Pawtuckeses off up here still.
I mean, the snow's still on the ground, but yeah.
I bought, on my way to the hospital, I bought a Venti size Starbucks cold iced tea. And I drank some of it on the way there, right? Left it in the car because I'm not allowed to bring it upstairs when I go for my procedure. When I came back to the car 3.5 hours later, it was still ice cold. It was actually colder than it was when I went into the
Wow.
home.
Ooh.
I feel like when somebody up north says it's a rather pleasant day outside, it's like 35.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It might have been 35, but it was warm because of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's true. Like it's supposed to get to, what is it? Zeros. No, that's not that's the wrong button. 2 Fahrenheit. So it's supposed to get up to 30 degrees later this week. And to me, my brother and I were joking today saying we're going to go out in flip flops. Because it's going to be 0. It's going to be above freezing.
It's
It's
24.
not. It's 0.
Today's high was 31. Tomorrow's 35, and Wednesday's 42.
Ooh, heat wave.
Ooh.
Say 42 up here, and it's cause for alarm because it's way too hot. Jill says we got into the upper 20s today. Oh my goodness.
Apparently, we got into the upper 20s, but I think the feels like was a lot warmer than that.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Because I
Well,
don't
the
live
sun
too
does
far-
make it warmer, right?
What?
The sun makes it warmer, makes it feel warmer.
Yeah, sometimes. Because sometimes having no cloud cover makes it feel colder.
Because
So,
all the warm air just goes.
Yeah. Jill's not too far from where I am as the crow flies, but
Mhm.
our climates are probably very different because of I'm in a little protected valley within my town. So I've got my own fairly mild microclimate just compared to the rest of my town. And we're further inland, and we're inland from Long Island shore, not from the open Atlantic. So
Well, same
Even
with
though-
Esther Jane and I. Like, if you look at a map of where I live and where Esther lives, we're right across the lake from each other almost.
Mhm.
But yet, she has gotten a ludicrous amount of snow compared to what I've gotten because of the
Yeah.
lake weather. That the Great Lakes generate such an interesting weather phenomenon.
yeah.
There's these two British guys that I watch. I can't remember their names, but they're like traveling all over the U.S. and they
Uh-huh.
kept hearing about the Great Lakes, and then they show up at like Lake Michigan, and they could
Uh-huh.
not believe that that was a lake because you can't see across it. Like they're like,
Yeah,
that's not a lake, that's the ocean.
Is one of them named Josh? Josh and somebody?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I think I've seen that one. They're like, this is not a lake.
Yeah, this is not a lake at all.
And I like the one where they're like, nobody in the UK is allowed to say that the winter we have there is cold until they've come to the US.
And like all this, and like they're going to the lake, and it's like everything's frozen that's around the lake. It's like it's the same when you go to Niagara Falls up here in the wintertime, because I've been to Niagara Falls several times in the winter, and I made the mistake of parking my car far too close to the falls. We couldn't get into the car afterward because
oh,
the spray
Oh.
back from the falls, and then it freezes.
oh man.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I tried to get video on my way into the hospital today because when you drive along the highway, you're going by the Don River, which isn't a very big river, but there's all these trees. And because they're so close to the water, it's been so cold, all the tree branches are now white, with just coated with ice. Just
wow.
from it's
We
really
get that
cool.
every once in a while. We'll get that kind of ice storm. I actually have something, a short I posted back in December, and it's this used store I go used it's kind of like Stormy's Antique-ish,
Mhm.
and it has this fountain outside which was running, but it was it was still running, but it was also mostly iced over. It was really pretty. So there's a
That's
short
cool.
of it on my channel.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'll have to go back and look for that.
Because I don't know if you can tell what's going on, but that's what it is. You'll see this white stuff. That's not fountain design. That's just where the water froze.
Yes. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Sarah says, I ate nasty Red Baron pizza, spicy sauce, but no flavor when it had pepperoni and sausage with cheese.
Wow.
Oh, no. And it's so funny because we just got Red Baron pizza up here in Canada, and Garrett and I tried it for the first time this week, and we actually really liked it.
The only Red Baron I've had are the individual deep dish,
I haven't had those yet.
and Mom Marionette and I kind of like those.
Yeah. Maybe it depends on what kind you get, maybe.
It could be.
I like
Yeah.
the Supreme from Red Baron. So
That's the one that we had.
And
There
we
you go.
had the brick oven ones, and they're pretty good.
Mm.
I mean, but everybody likes different, you know.
Absolutely. Everybody, yep, absolutely. Some people actually like Papa John's. I don't know why, but
I don't think I've ever ate at Papa John.
I like their dipping sauce. It's just basically butter with
Their
garlic.
garlic dipping sauce
Yes.
is good.
Oh,
I tried. We tried Papa John's once, I don't know, I think it was around 1999, 2000, and it was just this. The red sauce was so sweet. I was like, "What did they just melt some Twizzlers?" I don't know what this is, but we didn't care for it.
I feel the same with Pizza Hut's crust. Whenever I bite into it, I'm like, it's too sweet for me. But
Mm.
I mean,
Okay.
I've also turned into a thin crust type of person with all
Yep.
my pizzas. Is the thin crust.
I like the thick and chewy one.
generally, I'm a thin crust except for Pizza Hut. That's my go-to. That is my hands down. That's my last meal is Pizza Hut pizza. Pizza Hut Supreme. Oh. And Kat says Bavarian king cake bun, 2 smash burger, crispy bacon, and melted cheddar.
Ooh.
I could get behind that.
I
I
could
just
get
don't know.
part of it.
I've never tried like a sweet bun burger before. I don't know.
I'd try it once.
I'd have to give it a try because I always look at people who eat the donut burgers and it's like, so I mean, but it might be good.
Like a part of me is really intrigued about trying a burger with an egg on it. because I see that all the time too, and I'm like, that would probably be good, but I don't know. The problem is I don't want to spend the money on something I might not like.
Yeah.
If a friend of mine who's passed or whatever, she used to put peanut butter on her burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
that's
I
what
was just
Elvis
like-
did.
No, she's like, but you got to try it. And I'm like, no.
Fried egg on a burger. I've enjoyed that.
Okay.
I don't know what that if that means anything. You're like, well, if Sock likes it,
I must
I-
enjoy.
I like to do a fried egg on a BLT. So,
Ooh.
and that little egg.
well, that's
added to
just
it.
breakfast.
Over easy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what a BLT is pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean,
Yeah.
bacon.
You put-
I mean,
You need a little extra protein on that one. Yeah. No, absolutely.
right, protein.
Yum. And Kristen says there's a strike with the medical staff and the dietitians must be part of it because our healthy balance class is being taught by an RN, a registered nurse. He's so bored and boring.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh
This
And,
is how you get healthy balance. It is very important to
Yeah.
turns page. Get a healthy balance of
And he got to 17%. Anita says, thank you for the sprints. I hope everyone has a good night. Be safe, stay warm and cozy. Be well. See you all soon. Thank you for joining. Kat says, it got up to 75 degrees today. Wow.
Ooh.
And Kim says we're supposed to be up in the upper 60s, low 70s this week. Ambi says it's 56 degrees here now. And Tanny says, Sarah, have you ever seen Rick Mercer's Cloudy with a Chance of Making Stuff Up? If not, you definitely should. I will check that out. Rick Mercer is one of my favorite Canadian comedians. If you have not watched Talking to Americans, it's brilliant. He goes to the U.S., and he's not making fun. He's just having fun. And he goes to like Washington, D.C. And he's like talking about fake Canadian news stories. Like our prime minister is saying we're going to put all of our old people on the ice floes and send them up north. And some of these people are like totally believing it.
Oh.
That
I can
Canadians
believe
should
that.
not do such a thing. Rick Mercer's hilarious.
I love
Thank you,
stand-up
Tanya.
comedy, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, he's
Like
he's a
good
really
stand-up.
good,
I'm like,
really good. Do you like Jan Arden? Tiffany? Remember the singer
I
Jan
don't know who
Arden?
that is.
You don't know who Jan Arden? Oh, she's a Canadian singer. Maybe that's why you don't know who she is. Okay.
the name
She's
sounds
a,
familiar.
she's a singer.
She's a singer. She did the song Insensitive back in the 90s. If you heard the song, you might know it.
I'm looking her up.
But
I-
anyway, he took her. She's scared to death of everything. He took her when he had his TV show up to the top of the CN Tower where they have the walk that you walk
I've done that.
outside.
I have
and-
done that.
She lost her mind, and he's trying to interview her as she's walking on the outside. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
I have done that. It was fun.
Did you really? I want to do the edge walk.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. Tanya says, well, I've got to go get ready for bed. It's 10 p.m. here in Nova Scotia, and I have to get up around 6:30 for work. Good night. Good night to you as well.
Tanya.
And Kristen says, went to Trader Joe's today and felt victorious getting a bunch of stuff for Valentine's Day. Fabulous.
Yo.
And Ambi says, so I have a craft-a-thon I host in May called Making It May. I have one prompt already, but I usually like to do 4 or 5. Any suggestions? What's the prompt you already have? And maybe we can figure out something from there. Kristen says, highly recommend the raspberry mini mousse cakes. I wish we had a Trader Joe's up here.
Ooh.
Ambi says, I like the King's Hawaiian buns.
I do too.
Eggs on burgers are so good, she says. Excellent. And Kat says, that was my first time trying it, and I liked it. However, I had to eat it with a fork and a knife because of the king cake bun. I've eaten a fried egg on a burger before. I think they're good. Thank you for that suggestion. I love this. Carmen, buy a burger and put your own fried egg on it at home. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you for that money-saving tip, Carmen.
I mean, just do your own burger at
I
home.
was gonna say just make your own
Yeah.
burger at home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking too. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Kat says, my son did that for me, Carmen. Oh, that's awesome. And Kristen says, that's how he sounds, Sock. It's like you're here. Carmen says, yum, Kat, that's a good son. Well, thank you all. That's great. So it's about quarter after. I guess we will end for the evening.
I will give Ambi a prompt, even though I don't know what the project exactly is, but
Sure.
I have a prompt for Ambi. How about you make up a holiday and then make a greeting card for that holiday?
Oh, that's fun.
That would be, I don't know exactly what making it may, what the parameters are, but there's a prompt.
That's a lot of fun. I like that a lot.
While you're here, Sock, thanks for my Valentine card.
Oh,
Puppies! Puppies! Can I see the puppies again? Puppies!
Oh, that's
That's
adorable.
That's
Puppy.
Very nice. Very nice, guys. Love, love, love. I think most of us were around talking about what we had coming up yesterday. We talked about that, right? I'm so out of it. But Sock, you were not. So you've got Monday motivation coming up, right, Sock? Or
Midweek
Wednesday
motivation.
Good night.
On Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Gonna have send invite links to probably Stormy if she can make it. I know Wednesday's kind of tricky for you because you go into town and say hi to Bill for me. And Sarah and probably Blake and
Sure.
Roxy. I'll probably send an invite link to Roxy if she can make it.
And you're doing your daily still up until the 14th, right? For our
Yep. So tomorrow will be full reactions to Nora Roberts' One Man's Art.
There we go. And the wrists. The wrists will be making a return. Anybody else have anything coming up they want to share? Or
I wasn't on here last night because I had to help.
oh,
Dad.
that's right. You weren't, Stormy.
That's
Thank you.
right.
Sorry.
But so I have my 2 on Tuesday, and I think it's got 2 pretty cool authors on it this go around, so it's pretty cool.
Yay.
And then I weekend review, and then after that, I need to put my January wrap up at some time. So I've got it all edited, but I'm like, well, I've got this going this day, this going this day, this one. Where am I going to put it? So it's like it's going to be.
I know, right? I know. And Friday, some of us have our March Mystery Madness announcements
Yes,
coming up.
and yeah.
Yep. So stay tuned
Yes.
for that. And Tiffany will be in full costume, I'm sure.
You
Or maybe
never
not.
know.
And
If I have something that possibly.
Yeah.
Listen, I never miss a chance to dress up.
And I made graphics and put in the March Mystery Madness for if you want to use them.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you, Stormy.
In
That's
the
great.
Discord for the March Mystery
Yeah.
Madness Discord. Thanks,
Yeah.
Storm.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
I have another prompt. I have another prompt for Ambi,
Go for it.
who may or may not still be here. Make a new cover for your favorite book.
Ooh, that's fun.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
I like both of those. Those are great.
Yeah, no, those are great. Kat says thanks for the sprints. Kristen says thanks for this. Oh, Kat says her son cooked at a restaurant. The burger was called the Kingdom Burger.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Thanks for the sprints. And Ambi says, I love that. So creative. Willow says, thanks so much for the sprints. Have a great week. And Ambi says, thank you to Sock.
You're
Carmen says,
welcome.
"Thank you for the sprints."
It's creative because I don't actually have to do it.
Right? I could be creative for somebody else. Oh, and Kristen's asking, anyone know if Roxy's going to do sprints tomorrow? I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard
I'm
anything.
not sure.
I think she's probably taking a break from
Yeah.
I think so.
a little bit. She well deserved. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
booktube needs to be fun, and it shouldn't feel like a chore. And I think she's
Oh,
Yeah.
felt like it's been a chore here lately. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
absolutely.
Especially because I feel like she's been in a bit of a reading slump too, which makes it a little difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Amy says, I still need to do all my New Year's videos. There's lots of times. And she says, I like that to Sock. So thank you all, everybody in here, Brian and Storm and Tiffany and Sock. Appreciate all of you. And thank you to everybody in the chat for joining us. And everybody have a great week, and we'll talk to you later.
I'll
Bye,
see you guys
everyone. Thanks,
Wednesday.
Sarah.
Bye.
Hopefully I'll see you guys
Bye,
Wednesday.
everybody. Have a great week.
Have a good